Hey gang, I'm so proud to teach you the Alchemy Formula, guys. Now I'm going to teach you the Alchemy Formula. But before I dive in and explain the Alchemy Formula, I want to explain to you that there's multiple Alchemy Formulas, okay? This is the general Alchemy Formula that I have developed. It's taken me years and years and years, and it's very complex, and I try to figure it out and make it very, very simple, but as you can see, still a very complex idea, okay? And it'll probably change as I discover more alchemy formulas or secrets of the world, okay? So what is the Alchemy Formula? Well, alchemy is the ability to transform. Now there's two types of alchemies, okay? You have the outside alchemy, right, where material goes from X to gold, and then you have the inside alchemy, where you transform from a lower level of consciousness to a higher level of consciousness, okay, or awakening. So remember, there's two types of alchemy, all right? You have Alright guys, sorry. You have the interior alchemy and you have the exterior alchemy, okay? So before the wind blows this off, let me dive in here and explain what this is. So the very first thing is your belief system, okay? It says your belief system divided by faith. Now, many of us don't know the definition of belief or faith, or we think it's the same, but it's not at all. A belief system is an opinion that you have about something, okay, and you think it's true. And a belief system usually may change through time. Like if you're in high school, you have one set of belief system. When you get in college, you have a certain type of belief system, okay? So a belief system is an opinion that can change through time. But faith is not a belief system. Faith is belief plus action plus confidence, okay? So faith is a belief system plus action plus confidence. Let me give you an example. When I decided to live in my car, I had the belief system, but I also had the faith that I was going to become a millionaire. Even though I didn't have any money, I didn't have any credit, I didn't have any connections, I didn't have X, I didn't have Y, I had the confidence and the action. The action was I decided to live in my car, and I had the confidence that I was going to make $1 million business, and I had the belief system. So faith is your ability to jump, okay? Faith is your ability to not have that parachute and then leap out of the airplane. Faith is the ability to not have the answer, to not have all the tools, and still leap forward into the pit of darkness, even though it's scary as fuck, even though you don't know what's going to happen, okay? Now, it's very important that you understand this formula because it says belief system is divided by faith. So I don't care if your belief system is 10, is greater. If you don't have faith, if your faith is 0, I don't care how much you believe in yourself, dude, right? Oh, I think this is going to work. This is a great idea. It's going to work. Blah, blah. It's all your belief. But if you have no faith, which means that if you're not going to take 0 action, guess what, dude? It's not going to work, right? Because faith is the bottom. So if you divide something by 0, it's always 0, dude. I don't care if your belief system is 1 or 1,000,000. If your faith, you're going to take no action, you don't have no confidence, you're not going to get gold. So when you do this formula, at the end is gold, okay? It can be external gold, like you having money, you're reaching your financial goals, you're reaching your life's purpose, or it could be internal gold where you have harmony, you have peace, you have awareness, you have higher level of transformity, okay? So this is the Alchemy Formula, dude. There's multiple formulas, but I'm just giving you the main one that I've discovered, okay? So again, you have faith divided by, belief divided by faith. Now that is plus by pain divided by suffering. Now, most of us don't know the difference between pain and suffering, okay? Pain is an external thing, okay? That happens to us and we suffer. Not that we suffer. It's an external thing that happens to us that causes discomfort, that causes us pain, to feel a negative way. Pain can be voluntarily. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do all this squats. I'm gonna burn the shit out of my legs. I volunteer for it. Pain can be involuntarily, right? Like, you get raped, or somebody hits you while you're riding your bicycle, or you cut yourself, right? It's pain, right? So pain can be voluntary or involuntary. Now, suffering, so pain is externally that happens to your body, all right? Suffering is the emotion, it's the interpretation of the pain, dude, okay? It's the soft aspect, it's the subconscious level with suffering, where pain is the actual physical muscle tissue being hurt in one sense or another, joints breaking, etc., okay? Suffering is mentally. Now again, you can have a lot of pain, but if you're not suffering, okay, you're not going to have change, okay? And this whole formula is about transformation. It's about change, dude. So you got to have pain, but that pain has to have some suffering to it, okay? And again, you can see that suffering's at the bottom, so you divide your pain by your suffering, okay? Your pain, the more your pain affects you emotionally, where you're like, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I had enough of this shit, right? The better it is. Now, you have the belief divided by faith plus pain divided by suffering, okay? Then you have that plus what I call heart multiplied by hard work, okay? Again, heart multiplied by hard work. What is heart, dude? Heart is your ability to take risk. As I explained to you, the 5 epidemic that most Americans have, my friends, is that they're plagued with, one of the ideas is risk. Oh, it's risky, man, it's risky. So you got to have heart, dude. You got to be able to know that there's risk and you're willing to jump on it, right? The second thing is that heart requires you to get and get up. So you got to be able to take the pain, right, and continue forward. You got to be able to do the stuff you don't want to do, which requires heart. So the heart is multiplied by hard work. Now, what is hard work? Hard work is whatever your lacks are, it does not matter. You're going to persevere, get ahead through sheer hard work, dude. Hard work is doing whatever the fuck's required to get to your dreams. If it's working 7 days a week, if it's working 17-hour days, if it's working 19-hour days, if it's working 5 days a week, whatever it is, but you're going to put the hard work in, because there is no magic pill. You know, in the society we live in, we're all looking, and this is where the marketers get us. See, if you don't understand this formula, this is where the marketers, the sales pitch, the gurus get you, okay? And I spoke with you in the earlier chapter how I try to show you the flash to try to get you to buy from me. Now, I wasn't as bad selling you like the other guys do that cold call you and will never leave you alone until you put it on your credit card and go get in debt and use your child's college degree, or they have all these sales funnels and all this stuff. I didn't do it like that, right? I just showed you the cash, what you wanted, the carrot, you saw it, and you came. I never called you, I never sold you. You bought because you saw it, right? So I wasn't as bad as the other people. But if you don't understand the Alchemy Formula, it's easy for marketing companies to fool you, okay? So one of the ways marketing companies fool you is they fool you through thinking that they have a shortcut, that there is no hard work, that you don't have to have a heart, you don't have to put in the work, okay? And I'm here to tell you that if you can't see, this is plus, but these two are the real magnifiers, dude. Heart and hard work. That's why you multiply them. Or these, you're just dividing them and adding them. This is the magnifier. This is the amplifier. This is the multiplier, okay? So anybody that shows you that there's a shortcut, that's a sales pitch. I tell you guys, it's hard as fuck. You want to hit the gym, it's going to be painful. You got to pay for a membership. But guess what? There's a lot of benefits to it, dude. You're going to feel better emotionally. You're going to be healthier. You're going to have all these benefits to it, okay? Now, let's go back to the equation. You got beliefs divided by faith plus pain divided by suffering plus heart multiplied by hard work, okay? Once you get this equation, Then you divide it by fire, okay? Now, some of you guys probably don't remember the sequence of doing this. So you would do this first, and you multiply, then you would do this first, and you multiply, then you would do this number first, and then you would add these up, okay? And then you would divide it by this, okay? So once, whatever you got the equation here, then you got to divide it by fire. Now, what is fire, dude? In the alchemy equation, fire is the most important thing to get the transformation to happen, dude. So you got faith, great. You got pain and suffering, great. You got hard work, great. If you don't got no fucking fire, you ain't getting no gold, okay? What is fire, dude? Fire is not taking no for an answer. Fire is doing whatever is required to reach your goal, right? Fire is willing to burn, to change as much as required. If you have to go from a solid to a gas, from a gas to a solid, whatever is required, you're willing to do, dude. And without fire, you're never going to hit your goal. And this is the other things that the marketers and all the people sell you. They sell you some of these ideas, like, let me teach you sales strategy. Let me teach you closing techniques, okay? And before I did explain to you my VA system, I went in my previous chapters and explained all these other ideas, because it really doesn't matter any of this stuff, okay? As you can see, what really matters, that's the divider, dude, the fire, dude. You are hard working, you got heart, you got this, you don't got no fucking fire, you ain't never gonna make it. So what I teach at the dojo is the foundation, the fire, right? Then later on, we focus on the higher level of skills. But what's happening in our educational system, if it's like college or if it's like the gurus, they're teaching you all the zooms in and all this, trying to just kill you on the gym workout, right? Because they're trying to make you so sore and teach you how much you don't know. But they don't really focus on growing this fire, man. And because without this fire, none of this other stuff matters, dude. And when you come to the dojo, I believe in you. I pump the fire into you, dude. And as I explained to you guys earlier, that I was this loser kid in high school. And what my coach did and why I thank him and why I talk about him, he pumped that fire into me, dude. He helped me harvest that fucking fire to blow as hard as possible, no matter my lacks, no matter my disabilities. So the key is the fire. That's the main dominator here, okay? Now, you need all these other shit to get gold, but you don't got no fire, you don't got a belief system, you're not gonna take no for an answer, you're gonna just keep coming, you're not willing to change, you're not just willing to just let go who you think you are to become who you should be, you're not willing to leap, then you don't got no fire, okay? You can learn all this stuff, you can learn all the closing skills, everything, you ain't gonna have fire, okay? Now remember, when you get all this stuff, you get gold, and there's two types of gold, guys, like I told you, okay? You have the outer gold, and the outer gold is, the material things, right? My Mercedes, my bicycle, that $20,000, the bling bling, right? But see, this is where I've been there, and I had the disease, the epidemic disease, because what happens is all the marketers, all the gurus, all the TVs, they're trying to sell you on this gold, the outside gold, right? This shit right here, right? The bling bling. But what I'm trying to teach you is the inside. So that's inside, dude. INSID. I know how to spell that one, thank God. The inside gold, okay? So here's the thing, dude. I can't spell, but I'm trying to change your life. I'm trying to help you understand the inside gold. Everybody and their mama's talking about the outside gold. But what I'm trying to tell you is you need both of these things to hit gold. You just can't have one. That's why I got sold on the stuff. I got the epidemic disease that I need more stuff, that I have to grow, that I need debt. Even though I didn't buy the debt idea, but I bought the growth idea and I cash paid for it, right? And then I got on top of the mountain. I didn't have joy, dude. Only I got happiness if I bought more stuff. But what I didn't realize is the alchemy transformation of the inside gold. So you need both of these guys if you want to have true gold. If you want to really transfer your life, you need financial success, you need mental success, you need fitness success, you need success of internally, right? That you can be a true artist, you can be whatever you want to be, even if everybody and their mama and your daddy tells you can't do it, say, no, man, I got the fire. I am gold. I am the creator's seed, and I'm going to harvest this shit, dude. Not only am I going to harvest the outside of it, I'm also going to harvest the inside of it. And what I want to tell you that is that once you harvest the inside of it, then the outside, you might not need 10 Bentleys. You might not need 10,000 square foot house. If you want it, go ahead. This is America, dude. You can do it. But maybe if you have this, you have 10,000 square foot, you'll be happy. But maybe you realize you don't need a 10,000. You might need 500 square foot, man. Because, you single, you might need only 1,000 square foot because you don't need all that space. You're never home. You're doing this, whatever. Okay, so instead of focusing on the external gold, once you have the internal, the out may shrink up. You might not need as much gold externally as you think you did, as the TV told you, as this guy told you because he showed you his Bentley or his Rolls Royce. They told you need this shit. The bankers told you, man, if you want to live in a $500,000 home, you're going to feel a certain way. If you drive this hardly, you're going to feel a certain way. But the truth was, you make the vendors rich just like I did, okay? I'm not talking to you personally, but if you buy that hype, you're going to make those vendors rich. You're going to make BMW rich, Mercedes rich, all these people rich. And the inside, you ain't going to have shit because you didn't realize that there's two types of alchemy formula: external, internal. And if you want the master formula, I just given it to you after years of studying it, guys. Now, there's an alchemy formula for business, how to make money with no money, okay? And I'm going to talk about that right now, okay, guys? You've been hearing me talking about this, but I hope you understand this, guys. All right, guys, this is the alchemy formula for to start a business with no money in America, guys, okay? So there's basically 3 ways. Now, to be an entrepreneur, to start a business is very complex, all right? I could write books and books about it, but I'm just breaking it down to 3 simple steps, guys, because that's the easiest way to look at everything, to simplify it, dude, okay? And I'm a master of sympathy. I can't spell, so I got to take complex idea, make it simple for me to understand, dude. That way you could understand it, too, because it's so easy, right? So, number 1 is that in America, in universities, the Small Business Association, most of the financial gurus will tell you, hey, start a business plan. So you got a business plan, okay? And that business plan is going to equate you to basically getting debt. Debt, not able to be. Okay, but it's negative money, guys. It's negative money, okay? Which is negative. You in debt. You enslaved, right? The second thing these business guys want you to do, most people in America, professors, PhDs, whatever, they want you to get the infrastructure. So I can't spell infrastructure, so I'll just say storefront. When I told you guys I can't spell, you didn't believe me. I'm telling you. See, I can spell storefront though. So what is this storefront? It's what I call infrastructure, okay? That means like if you're a pizza business, if you want to start a pizza business, then you would have to get the oven, you have to get the in-house refrigerator, you got to get all these little carts, you have to get the dough maker, you have to get the POS, you have to get the computer, you have to get the drawer, you have to get all this stuff, right? The infrastructure. If you're a real estate investor, right, then what the front story is that you got to get your LLC or your corporation, you got to get your logo, got to get your website, you got to get this, you got to get this, you got this, you get this, get this, all this stuff, right? If you're a realtor, then what they say is, hey, go get your license, go pay MLS fees, get E&O insurance, pay your office dues, get your name badge, all this infrastructure, okay, front store, okay. Which now, what that does is it allows you to spend this money to buy stuff, okay, because storefront is just stuff. And then 3, they say, open the business, open door, and market, okay. And that's what they tell you on step number 3, to open your business store, and then grand opening, and suddenly people are just going to magically, pop up, just come to your business, even though that there's so many businesses down the street, and there's so many advertisements everywhere in the world that you go from driving to your cell phone text messaging to emails to, built-in boards everywhere, dude, radio. And the truth of the fact is that if you do this, you can have success in America. And from what I've heard and what I've read is the odds are 1 out of 10. So 9 fail. But here's the thing. They don't just fail, dude. They get knocked the fuck out. Again, they don't just fail. They get knocked the fuck out. Why? Because now they in debt up the motherfucker, up the guzoo. Who do they owe this money to? Well, the fucking bankers. So now they can never be an entrepreneur again because they took so much risk. And now they're fucked. So they're going to go get a job. I just don't believe in that, dude. I don't believe that, if I'm the bird, I'm going to get off the fucking nest, and I've never flew before. I don't think you should power me up with a bunch of fucking load, right? I've never jumped off before. Doesn't it make sense that let me try to jump off and see if I can even fly before you load me with all this responsibility? And so that's why I came with the Alchemy Formula. But before I do that, I want to make sure you understand this, that most professionals want you to go this way, which is this way is the untraditional way. The traditional way is this way, which is getting the job. But the untraditional way, the path that's not taking, the rule of thumb is this way, okay, which is like this: business plan, infrastructure, open door, start marketing. But the problem is, like I said, by the time you get to this level, you have so much on your back. You have all these bills. You have to pay your landlord. You have to pay your phone, internet, insurance, the bankers, all these things. And your chances of flying are very, very slim. 9 to 10, okay? Now, the Alchemy Formula in business, and I found this out because I stumbled through it, okay? And here's the thing, guys. I found the Alchemy Formula, and then I went and started 4 or 5 different businesses. I didn't use it. And guess what happened? I lost money, dude. But guess what? I didn't lose the banker's money. I lost my own fucking money, which is good because I wasn't in debt, so I lost my own money, which helped me learn the Alchemy Formula, relearn it again, because I realized, oh shit, why did I lose so much money in all these other businesses? Well, the fresh one, I made so much money because I used the Alchemy Formula, okay? So if you remember number 1, number 2, and number 3, which is open door and market, okay, that's the professional way they tell you, okay, to go this route. What I say is go the other way, dude. Go the other way. So if you want to be, let's say, an investor, then what you need to do first, number 1, your number 1 is going to be an inverse. You're going to do number 1, marketing. All right, so if you want to be an investor, you do the marketing. You don't have to worry about the storefront. You don't have to worry about, borrowing debt, loan. You don't have to worry about all that. All you gotta do is marketing. And now marketing divides into 2 parts, guys, right? You have free and you have paid. Right? And let me give you an example. I am a professional marketer, guys. I've been marketing since high school. I've been doing sales since high school. I sold personal training to old people when I was in high school, dude. 30-year-old, right? That got to be tough, asking them, hey, can you give me, I need $1,200, dude. Some of us can't even get $1,200 at 30 or 40. We're scared. I was in high school selling people. I didn't have a business card. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a cell phone, nothing, dude. I'm saying $1,200, you got to pay me in advance, okay? So marketing is very crucial. Even though I'm a pro marketer, I still use the free marketing. Okay, let me give you an example. This book, I didn't even spend any money in marketing, just very little, maybe like 10, 20 bucks on Facebook marketing. 99% of it was free marketing. And before I finished the book, okay, I sold 52 very selective, smart people that saw the opportunity, jumped on it. I want to thank you guys very much. I know you're very smart. You're going to have very success. But for those 50 people, they paid me $5,000. About $5,000. I sold 50, about $100, 97, but just to round it up, say $5,000. So now I did free marketing. Now I'm going to take this marketing money that I made and put in paid marketing for my next book. Okay? And now this is what I call house money. House money, guys. House money means that you didn't have any money at jeopardy. I didn't have to put up any money. I did free marketing, right? I made $5,000, and now I could lose all this $5,000. Why? Because I didn't have to pay $1 for it. But realistically, what happened is, let's say I paid $20 out of it for Facebook marketing. So out of this $5,000, I paid $20. I'm left with $4,000 and $80. There we go. $4,980. Okay, that's what I'm left with. So what happens is I take my $20, put it back into my pocket, my hip pocket. Right now, I'm only have $4,980. This is all house money. This was never my money. Okay, so what I did is, again, I did 90%, 99% free marketing, 1%, 10%, let's say, Facebook marketing. I put $20 up. That $20 brought me $5,000 with my sweat equity, of course. I did a lot of sweat equity for this thing. Okay, and then what I did is, out of that $5,000, I took my $20 out, put it in my pocket. The remaining is $4,980. For this, I could risk it all. I could lose all of it. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to go gamble and play fucking lottery. I'm going to gamble in me. Why should I gamble in the lottery? Because when I gamble in myself, I've read a lot of fucking books. I know how to market. My odds of winning are 1,000 times more than if I ever played a lottery ticket. I don't even play a lottery ticket. I don't want no fucking lottery ticket. I don't want free money, dude. I want to work for mine. Okay? So when I talk about house money, this is what I'm talking about, where you put sweat equity in, or you put very little money in, and you take your money out. As soon as you make your profits, you take your money out, and the remaining is house money. Now, what happens a lot of time is that, most people will take this house money, this $5,000, and they'll go blow it, dude. They go buy themselves a new this, a new that. They deserve this. They go eat out. They drink. They buy their kids. They buy X. They buy Y, and they never grow. I had a student. He came to me in less than like 3 or 4 days. I helped him make like $5,000. I don't remember the numbers, like 4,000, 5,000, something, really quickly. He got his money. That fool went and spent it. Later on, he said his car got broken into, and it was around the holidays. I rushed out to him. I brought him my Sony laptop. I brought him an iPad, and I gave it to him for free because I knew his story and I could relate to him. Then later on, the guy didn't want to even. I asked him, "Hey man, can you give me a review, dude? Because I've done so much for you above a Call of Duty. Because I'm only supposed to do coaching for you. I'm not supposed to come out here. And provide you with my personal stuff." The guy says, "No, man, I haven't made any money, dude. I haven't made that much money." I'm thinking, dude, you made money with me the first 3 or 5 days. And what the problem was that the money he made, homeboy went on vacation, right? Now he has to come back and do more sweat equity, free stuff, but he doesn't want to because he's used to this money. Therefore, the story why I'm telling you the student situation is this: what happens to most of my students. They make some money, they fucking have fun with it, and they don't put it back into this business that they want to start, dude. They ain't gonna put it into it, right? They're gonna go have fun with it. But what I tell you is, if you want to grow your business with no money, no debt, you can't be taking no profits, man, right? You got to put sacrifice, dude. You got to have that fire. You don't got no. That guy didn't have no fire. I went above and called it beyond the duty. Give him a computer, give him a laptop that cost hundreds of dollars, new shit, dude. Right? That wasn't even my job, dude. Your car got broken in, tough shit. Go buy another one. Right? I'm sorry you spent your fucking profit money. That's not my fault. Your car got broken in because your stupid ass left your fucking backpack in the broad daylight in your car, right? That's not my fault. That's not what coaching is about. But again, I try to be like my coach, go the extra mile, because I want to build the fire in him, but he wasn't the cat that had the fire. So what happens is he spent his fucking profit money, didn't put it into his business, and then was mad about it. And if you want to have success, if you want to use the alchemy formula, dude, you got to take whatever's the gold you got, and you got to feed the gods, right? Feed your gods of your future. Feed your soul's purpose. Feed that seed so you can have greatness. If you take that harvest and you go fucking have fun with it and go to a titty bar and drink with it and buy stupid shit with it, why should the gods help you, dude? You need to help your own fucking self, right? So coming back to the alchemy formula, a lot of people say I don't have money. No problem. There's two ways to do marketing, guys. Free or paid. So most people tell you to start a business this way, where you go get in debt, borrow the money, get the storefront, start the marketing. My business alchemy formula is very, very simple. You start with the number 3 first. You do the marketing first, okay? And again, we talk about free and paid, okay? Once the marketing starts coming in, let's say if you're a real estate investor, you don't know how to talk to a seller, you don't know how to fill out a contract, you don't know how to negotiate, you don't know how to give offers, you don't have hard money, you have no money, you have no credit. It doesn't matter, dude. What you can do after that is pass it to another person, a professional pro, and work for free. End the story, dude. Work for free. Give it to them, just like I did with my story. I told you, when I first got my first moving leave, when I started my look for movers, I came from Houston to Dallas. When I got the first lead, the first thing I did is give it to that guy for free. He made thousands of dollars. He didn't pay me a goddamn thing, right? Oh well, every other moving company, I had to give them leads for free. So one thing that can happen to you is you could pass it, you don't get shit, but you get an education. Isn't that worth something? Think about it. You go to college and you spend 30, 50 grand. You don't think getting a hands-on experience on how to buy houses, how to fix houses, or whatever you want to do, how to start a business is worth it if you get to learn for free? You don't got to come up with any fucking money, right? So that's the first thing that may happen is nothing. You get nothing. You're free by learning. You get learning. The second thing that may happen to you is that you take these leads and you give it to somebody, and they're a nice guy like me, and they'll pay you. So you get paid, plus you get learning, dude. And dude, this is the fucking dream of the dream right there, right? That's the alchemy formula. This is the dream of the dream. You're learning, you're getting paid. All right? Now, another thing that can happen is that you pass it to another investor and they fuck you, dude. They fuck you. They don't give you $1. How do I know? That's what happened to me. I was producing all these leads. It was in the crash. I want to learn how to do subject twos. I went to a REAC club. There was this guy that was talking and shit, and I thought he was a shit. I gave him tons of leads. And I followed them at the county clerk's office, and I saw him closing these fucking deals. Motherfucker would lie to me, say he didn't get him. He didn't give me a fucking $1. And he would lie to me. So guess what? You'll get fucked. But guess what, guys? Remember the main alchemy formula? It was called pain and suffering. When you get fucked like that, and it helps you produce gold. End the story. That guy fucking me helped me to get on the fucking phone and say, now fuck right, I'll figure this shit out my goddamn self. I don't care if I fucking fail. I don't give a fuck. I had so much pain and suffering that I produce gold. So 3 things can happen using my alchemy formula when you start a business. You get the leads, you give it to somebody and you work for free and learn. You get somebody, you get paid for it and you learn, or they fuck you. And that somehow feeds back into the major alchemy formula that I discussed before, guys. Okay? And then the third thing that's going to happen is once you start learning how to do this, you already have the leads, which means people are knocking on your door. I want to sell my house. I want to sell my house. When I started my first company, Dr. Mood, I was living in my car. Once I left Houston, as I explained in the previous chapter, I had people knocking on my door. I didn't have a truck. I didn't know how to give it move. I didn't have contracts. I didn't have insurance. I didn't have anything, guys. But I did have people knocking on my door. All day long, all 7 days a week, all 50 states. That was gold. That was gold because I provided to a service provider and they start paying me, right? And then once they start paying me, I got a little more experience about the business, and then I did what I try to tell you. You take the leads and you run with it. And then number 3 is you run with it. Okay? That's where you now, like before you were just spinning your tires, dude, like this. Now that shit sticks on the ground. You're, damn. That's where you go from like very little money to becoming a millionaire. Because you now have the skills. Now you have the marketing, the leads. So in any business, you want to start a piece of business, you want to be a realtor, you want to be an investor, you want to start a moving company, you want to start a cleaning business, you want to be a credit repair business, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a computer repair guy, you want to be an AC guy, you want to be a carpet guy, you want to be whatever the fuck you want to be. Don't get into debt. Don't get the infrastructure. Get the customers. Guess what? If you start with number 1, you never get any customers, and you decide this is not for you, woo, man, I just saved you thousands of dollars in debt. I just saved you thousands of dollars in infrastructure and legal fees and bankruptcy, right? Because this is the key. If the leads start dripping in like crazy, it's just a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen, that your seed is going to grow into a big old harvest. But if the leads are not coming in, I don't give a fuck what sales strategy you know, what closing pitch you know, what objection overtake you know, what skills you have, what PhD you have, how much writing skills you have, how much who your daddy is, who's your mama. None of that shit matters, man. Okay? But if you have these leads coming in, it's like rain on your seed and it's going to harvest. It's just a matter of time. You just got to keep trucking and you're going to get there. That's it.